All right, we're doing a thing here today. Is it gonna work? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Um, we are installing. Okay, I think it's working. Here we go. Sorry. Um, yeah, we got a Dual G5 PowerMac here that I picked up. From a friend picked up. A friend gave it to me, and we're gonna be doing a fresh OS 10 Tiger install on it. I don't know if this is going to be interesting, but it's something I had planned for today, and I said, well, why not share in the joy of installing an operating system on a kind of old machine? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes, right? It could be great. It might not be. I don't know. Right now we're booting to the CD drive, which takes a kind of a long time. And actually, in preparation for this, I learned that the internal CD drive doesn't always read disks properly. So I have an external USB drive hooked up. I don't know if that's faster or slower than the internal drive. It's probably a little slower. Doesn't really matter. Well, maybe it matters a little. I don't know. We'll find out. Ah, here we go. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to use English as the main language, and the mouse doesn't work. Wasn't that clever? Hold on a second. It's because it's not plugged in. Let's make that happen here. All right. Hopefully, I don't have to. There we go. Look, we got a mouse. Isn't that great? Okay. Use English as the main language. Why? Yes, I believe that's something I would like to do. Yeah. And now we're preparing the installation. That's great. Welcome to the installer. Click. Oh, my silly picture's in the way here. Hold on. Maybe I can just zoop, make myself smaller, because really we're here for the computer, not me. So that's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll continue here. Do we accept the license agreement? Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to install if we don't, so they really got you over really no choice. And then a destination. And I threw a hard drive in here of, I'm sure there's something on it, so it's not happy. So we'll gotta jump into the disk utility and go prepare the hard drive. Again, reading this all off CDs like, hey, I'm going to take a while. Yep, just taking a while. Okay, so it's this 250 gig volume. I guess we just want to erase it, right? Sure. Format, erase, yeah. We want to add two partitions, a data partition and an OS partition. That would be kind of fun, right? Untitled 1, Untitled 2. Select the disk and choose a scheme. Okay, that's great. But if I, oh boy. Okay. I don't know the right order to this. So if I hit partition, will it do an erase and format for me? I guess we're gonna find out. Ooh, we get to name it. Well, let's call this the data partition. And let's call this one Tiger. Or what is it? Macintosh hard drive. That's like the classic name, right? Okay. Partition. Yes, please destroy everything on this volume. I have no idea what's on it. Doesn't matter. The real question is it going to take a long time, or is it... Oh, creating partition map. Okay. Well, that goes for a second. I'm just going to pop over here and try and figure out... I guess what I don't quite understand... Stream settings. This is the first time I'm doing a stream out to YouTube and Twitch. I'm dual streaming. I think Twitch isn't happy with that usually. I kind of don't care right now. This isn't like groundbreaking content. There's exactly 0 people watching this at the moment. It doesn't matter. Anyway, okay, we're great. But anyway, I was trying to like put the link out, but I can't. Anyway, can't figure out the right link to share out with the world. So once this install actually gets moving here. Okay, spinning pinwheel. That's great. That's how you know it's working. Okay, so I think we're good. Aha, here we go. Look at that. It even picked the right one. We are sure going to install this. Let's go. Oh, do we want to customize it? Or do we want to... we got to customize. I mean, right? Oh, we definitely want X11. Because I'm a big nerd. I'm a big Unix nerd like that. Ooh, you know, we probably don't need all the language translations. Really? I mean, yeah, I don't think I want that. Okay. Additional fonts? Sure. Printer drivers. Oh, gosh. There's so many. I don't know how many printers I'm going to be hooking up to this, but we'll grab the drivers. All right, install. That was not a lot of customization. Like, you go through like the Windows XP installer, right? And there's like all these options where you can get very specific on what you add or don't. But here, this is a very streamlined experience. Thank you, Apple, for making life easy. I guess I don't know. Let's see. Is this what I want? Yes. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, I found the button I was looking for on the YouTube dashboard. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I have to log in. Doesn't matter. I don't know why, man. I feel like if you're on the old Twitter, it's like they keep having me log in like every other day, and I don't understand why. And they're probably gonna want me to two-factor auth, and I didn't bring my phone. I don't have my authenticator out here with me, so I guess this is not getting. Yep, this is not getting advertised. That's sad. Oh well. What you gonna do? Oh gosh, it's checking the installation. That's really exciting. You know what? While this checks the installation here, I'm going to go ahead and run and grab my authenticator. And yeah, we can just watch this do its thing. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay. So yeah, here we are, still waiting, still checking the installation DVD for integrity, making sure that you know, nothing is wrong with the thing or anything. Yeah, this is annoying. It takes a long time. But you know, whatever. We'll just wait. We don't really have a choice but to wait for it, right? I mean, gosh. Yeah, no choice but to wait for it. Again, that's kind of okay, I guess. Yeah, so 55%. Like I said, watching paint dry. It's good. Go take a nap, get a cup of coffee. Oh, I should have brought a cup of coffee out here with me. Well, maybe I'll go pause and go get some coffee while we wait. This might also not actually. It's been so long since I've done an install of this. I actually don't remember like how long it really takes. Right? It may be quicker than I remember. I guess we'll find out. I guess soon we're gonna get to the exciting part, right? Where I get to like name. Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought of a name for this machine yet. That's always like the hardest part for me is figuring out what to name the dang thing. So yeah. The keyboard cable is caught on my chair leg. It's like it's been a while since I've done a stream, and I'm not quite set up the way I was last year when I was doing this twice a week. Okay, I'm good now. Okay, I'm now ready to give it information about me, my account, and the machine name. Gosh, a Dual G5 PowerMac. So normally I name my machines sort of in. There's a couple different themes. They're either like worlds in Star Trek, worlds in, well, Star Trek or Star Wars, or ships in Star Trek or Star Wars. There's one machine that's an exception to that, because I let my kids name it. They named it Totoro. It's very cute, anyway, because a giant silver box. It's like, it's like Totoro. They were anyway. But what is this giant silver box? This giant PowerMac G5. What's silvery and kind of impressive? I've never. I mean, I'm at the point now where I've named so many machines over the years, and I tend not to reuse machine names. Maybe I need to expand out into other realms of sci-fi. Maybe I call this one the Galactica. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be the Battlestar Galactica. Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay, yeah. So say we all. All right. Oh, now we're just preparing. Oh, right, we were just checking the disk to be sure we could install, which is, handy. I guess it does all the checksumming to make sure that your files are okay. And, okay. Ooh, we're running installer scripts. Exciting. Okay. Time remaining, 2 minutes. I wonder if this is like a, oh, see, it's going up now. I love that. Time remaining 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Could you, I know, like, progress bars are hard. They take, I don't know what they take. But, right, there's different ways to, like, do progress bars, right? Do you estimate the amount of time, and then based on the percentage of time, or if you can't really know the time, then you're just like, oh, well, I've done 10% of the files that I need to install, and that's taken this time, so then I can calculate out how much more time it takes, and here we go. For every percent we're completed, we go up another minute. So that doesn't feel very good. Yeah. That doesn't feel good. That's okay. 14 minutes. All right. Fine. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. Yep. Waiting. Oh, okay, well, we've topped out at 15 minutes. That's good. Oh, we're writing files. Here we go. This is where I assume the internal CD drive connected over the SATA bus would be faster than the USB external, but whatever. We're doing what we can do. Yeah, like the internal DVD drive is like reading like the factory OS 10.3 disk. It's reading the factory OS 10.5 disk. I couldn't find my factory 10.4 disk, so I burned an image, but it won't read it. Like, out of the same drive in this machine, because I had one and it didn't work. I'm like, I know I didn't install with this my PowerBook G4 a couple of years ago, but this wouldn't read it. I'm like, all right. So I burned the copy with this drive, and then it won't read it back. So I'm like, I think this drive may just be going weak. But I mean, we'll see. I'll play around with it once the OS is up and running and see if it'll read any other burned disks. Because I know some drives have a problem with burned disks, but by the time this thing came out, like, it shouldn't. It's just like a standard super drive. I think that's what they call them. I'm not like a huge Mac guy, so I don't always get the terminology right. Apologies for anyone else who is a big Mac person and is like, I can't believe you used the wrong name for that thing. You know, we got we got someone in the chat. Hey, Niche Appeal, it's been a while. Yeah, nice to see you. But yeah, I was gonna say, at this point, like, I never had a problem reading burned discs in the PowerBook, and I just, for whatever reason, optical drives seem to have aged very, very poorly. You know, I had a bunch of like CD drives, CD-ROM drives, or, you know, DVD drives, and they're all bad now. Like, I just had them on the shelf waiting for when I needed them, and like, you get a new machine, and I'm like, oh, the CD drive's dead. Let me grab one off the shelf. Oh, this one's dead. Oh, this one's dead. Oh, this one's dead. Like, what is happening? There's a few. It turns out with CD drives, the older the drive is, the more likely it is to actually work. Like, you can't see right here, but I've got this like external SCSI CD-ROM. It's like a 1-speed drive. It still takes like CD drive caddies. This thing is so reliable. It will read any disk in any format, anytime. It's incredible. And even the one in this Windows 98 box back here it's like a really old, like, Mitsumi 6X drive. It just works. But like the newer drives that you can find, you know, the 48 speed and the 52X drives, they're garbage. They don't work anymore. They just stop working. Even CD drives that are only like 10 years old, they just won't read any discs. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. At this point, it's mostly irrelevant, I guess, because no one's shipping software on CDs or DVDs anymore. But having an optical drive is still kind of useful. I don't know. This USB external drive I got a bunch of years ago has also been rock solid, so I don't know. Ooh, installing the BSD subsystem. Let's go. We are doing it. We've got getting some BSD. Oh yeah, exciting. Yeah, I had kind of written off Mac for a long time. So growing up, we had like a family computer. Our first family computer was an Atari 800, which I have sitting right here out of frame. It's hooked up all the time. I use it very frequently. I love the thing. And then we moved to a Macintosh Performa 400, which, if you know anything about the history of Mac, the Performa 400 was the home version of the Macintosh LC2. The LC2 being the value model that they sold to schools. So it wasn't like the best machine, and it kind of soured me on Apple products for a very long time. And then kind of as OS 10 matured and got better, I'm like, oh, and I got more into like Linux and Unix. I was like a DOS Windows person. I was like, oh, well, it's just Unix. Well, that's kind of cool. And so I started softening on the Apple thing, and then I guess I got an iPod. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I got the PowerBook G4. I'm like, this is a great machine. And so I don't hate Apple products anymore. I'm at the point in my life where I feel like I don't really hate anything anymore. Like I can see things I used to be like, oh, that's who would ever do it. Who would ever get that, right? Like I kind of, well, I can understand that people like things, and I try to see the appeal in various things, even if it's not for me specifically. Like I get it. You know, like modern Apple Mac OS, right? Like I do not care for it, just as a user interface. And this goes back to even at the Tiger era, or even before that, just the whole Macintosh operating system, the way it handles windowing and multi-windows, and how it has, like, well, one application owns the screen, that's it, forever. Like, I end up having a really hard time with, like, when I want to have layered windows. Like, if I want to have, like, a web browser up with some instructions and a terminal sitting on top of it, for whatever reason, I have a really hard time getting that to work on Mac OS. So, whereas, like, the Linux desktop environments I use, it's just like, oh yeah, well, of course you can do that. Oh, you just want to pin this to always float on top of everything? Well, that's just a button click away. Oh, great. Well, thank you. That's what I want. So I could just have a hard time using Mac OS for everyday work. But I can absolutely appreciate it. One of the really cool things about the Macintosh user interface is, and you can't see back there, I'm going to do a video on this one next probably. It's back over there on the desk that's out of frame is an original 1984 128K Mac. And the user interface guidelines from that 84 Mac to even today, whatever the current Mac OS version is, it is astoundingly consistent. Like, they have really said, no, this is the user interface. Like this, so like you can go back to that machine. It's not like it's not hard to use, right? It's still the same idea. You have the menu bar across the top, right, with the drop down menus to do things, and each application has its own, changes the menu bar to be context specific for that application. The idea that everything is discoverable through the drop down menus is very, very it's cool. It's very cool. Whereas, like, Windows has gone through a couple different UI paradigms over the years, and they're kind of getting away from. Okay, so in my personal opinion, Macintosh hit upon their killer UI paradigm in 1984, and they've stuck with it for like 40 years now. Microsoft hit their the golden user interface paradigm with Windows 95, and they've made tweaks to it over the years, but they've gotten so far away from it at this point that, like, I kind of feel like the Windows 11 experience is so far removed from the Windows 95 experience that it's not really the same. Not the way that the Macintosh interface is still very much the same. So, but that's just one man's opinion. You should all feel free to have your own opinions. This video is going to be cut down quite a bit and put as part of a larger produced video I'm doing on this machine, which will maybe be interesting or not. There will be less me just talking to fill the space while this thing does things. But yeah, I'll probably try and be like maybe a 10-minute video, because like I got this thing. It's like in the box and everything. It's really neat. It was all complete, like with the styrofoam inserts and everything, with like the original keyboard and mouse. It was all right there. It was very cool. Okay, hey, we did a thing. It's done. The computer will restart in 27 seconds unless I press the button. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna restart. Oh, you know what's sad? You know what? I didn't hook up the audio, so you don't get to hear the bong from the machine. Sorry. I didn't think ahead. I'm not capturing the audio. Well, I'm not sure you would hear it anyway, right? Because the initial, the bong, it comes from like, I don't know if it would pipe that out over the speakers, but that's just like the onboard PC speaker. Doesn't really matter. All right, let's see. Now, does this pull the same trick like Windows, where it's like starting? Okay, restart your computer for the first time, and then does another 15 minutes worth of setup before it restarts the computer for real for the first time? You actually get to use it? I don't quite remember. Doesn't super matter, I guess. Oh, here we go. We're doing a thing. We've got a blue. There we go. I tried to get my lights, the blue, to match the blue of the thing for like a, I don't know. Oh, spinning pinwheel. Here we go. Pinwheel beach ball? I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it. It's colorful. It's mesmerizing. And oh man, there's this whole video. I really should have hooked up the sound. You can't hear it. It's sad. Maybe I'll insert it in post for the produced video. Okay, well, I'm going to press a button. I guess we could... Oh, no. Wow. X. Okay. I'm going to click a button and see what happens. All right, let's... Okay, yeah, we are in the United States. Do you already own a Mac? We're just going to say no. This is a fresh install. It's... Yeah, we definitely want the US. How is a Canadian keyboard different from a US keyboard? Doesn't matter. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we're not going to do this either. How do I... continue. If you don't have one, just click continue. Okay, we're not going to do this either. Oh no. Really? Fine. First name, Jason, last name. I'll edit this part out. I'm not typing in my address on a live stream. Come on. All right, give me half a second here. You know, okay, here we go. Oh, well, yeah, here we go. 1313 Mockingbird Lane in Culver City. I don't know. I'm just making all this up. Zip code. I don't even know what California zip codes are. 99555. Area code number. Let's see, 555. 5555. Okay, well, good enough. This is not... Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, we need more digits. We need more fives. There we go. Phone number must be 10. What? Why is it not registering all my fives? What am I doing wrong here? I feel like an idiot. How many fives? There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. There we go. Where will you primarily use this computer? I guess at home. What best describes you? Ooh. I guess I'm kind of like an IT guy. There's no computer historian on here. Gosh, you guys. All right. Stay in touch. Do not subscribe me to anything. Oh my gosh. Create your account. Okay, my name is Jason. Now, short name will be used your home folder and cannot be changed. Do that. Password. Well, at least it doesn't echo that out in plain text to everyone. But now you know how long the password is for this machine. Oh no, what if you hack it? Don't connect to Apple. Okay, closest city. Actually, my closest city is Seattle. Not that it matters, it's the same time zone. Like, what the heck? Fine. Today's date. That's astoundingly correct. Like, oh, this probably went out to grab some NTP information. So it knew what time it was. That's pretty good. What I did find is when I first turned this machine on, I didn't have it plugged into anything. I just wanted to see if it worked, and it booted to whatever OS was installed. And my friend said they hadn't used this thing in 10 or 15 years. The clock was accurate within like 10 minutes. I'm like, that's astounding. I guess the real-time clock battery is still good. But wow. I was pretty impressed with that. But here we go. Here we go. Don't forget, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to register. Look at that. We've made it. We have made it. I don't really need the DVD installer there. Yeah, that's fine. One thing I would like to do is see if I can get the screen resolution to be a little less constrained here. So I think that's on the displays screen. Here we go. We should be able to do 1280. Let's see. Uh-oh. Not supported. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully that'll revert in 15 seconds. We'll just have to sit and wait. Oh, man, this is... Okay, here we go. Come on back. There we go. Okay, so new software is... Wow! Okay, this is cool. I did not expect the software updater to still be working and calling out to Apple to do this. That's really cool. Okay, we're just going to install. Just going to install. Wow. Yeah, I agree. Just, yeah, yes, I sure want that Java release. That's going to be great. And the cumulative update. Yes, go, yes, and yes. All right, well, we're gonna download. I'm really upset that this... Well, while that's downloading the background, we're gonna... That's really upsetting that the... And that's just the capture card that's not happy with a 1280 by 720, which is a little strange. Maybe it's a... No, don't... I didn't even get to... I was going to try and change some settings on that before it did that, but that did not work. So we're just going to have to wait a second again for that to come back. That's really dumb. And hopefully it will come back and not be all... There we go. Okay, yeah, no, I was really hoping that we could... Huh. Well, okay, so we're for this stream, we're stuck at whatever 800 by 600 resolution. That's not the end of the world, I guess. It's kind of funny though. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. I'm not too worried. Like, I'm not going to be using this through the capture card on a regular basis. I will be using this through on a real panel. Yeah. The other thing I tried to do is I have a better video card to drop in this, and I dropped it in and I was only getting like 1-bit graphics. It was really impossible to do anything. And then I realized I probably need to install the drivers before I install the card. Or the card's bad. It could be a bad card too. Who knows? But yeah. Here we go. Let's see if this... I should be able to just... Will this grab the eject thing? Maybe not, because it's... Oh, yeah, no, okay, cool. Yeah, I heard it pop the USB CD drive tray. That's good. Okay, yeah, we're going to restart and see what happens. We should be all up and in the modern world here. The modern world, the most updated Tiger you could have. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. And yeah, we're still just... Come on. There we go. Yeah, I wonder why it's only detecting 800 by 600. I have to check the capture device. Actually, okay, so there's two things going on here. This is a double hop. So the machine is going out through VGA into a VGA to HDMI converter, and then the capture card is grabbing that HDMI stream. And so I guess it's the intermediate converter box that's not happy with whatever. Oh, right, because I think... No, it's supposed to auto-sync to whatever signal it gets. And I've never had a problem with it auto-syncing to anything I throw at it. I actually accept Macintosh video output for some reason. Like, I really have been wanting to do a run-through of this Macintosh 2CI I have here. Also just had a premium. But it doesn't... It puts out a composite sync signal. It does not put out separate horizontal and vertical sync signals, and this converter box can't latch onto it, which is annoying. There's a place out there called Big Old Mess of Wires, which watch this. I've been talking this whole time. You can't even hear me. Big Old Mess of Wires, which has a little box that sits on the video port of the 2CI, and we'll break that out into horizontal and vertical sync. And then the HDMI converter box should be able to lock onto the signal. Because it's funny, because you can plug it into almost any flat panel monitor, and it's fine. Most monitors, surprisingly, are fine with composite sync. They're fine with sync on green. They don't care. They'll sync to anything. But this box is a little particular, and I need those separate sync signals. It's annoying. Which is funny, I've done so much work on the 2CI at this point. The 2CI, I remember how I said, like, oh, Apple turned me off to their stuff. So the Performa 400 was such a miserable computing experience at the time. That's what swore me off Apple products for a long time. And recently I got this 2CI, and I was like, which is of the same generation of that Performa 400, right? It's like early System 7. And I said, okay, was it the computer that was bad, or was I just being like curmudgeonly? As a curmudgeonly kid, right? Yeah, I guess that tracks. Because I just remember it crashing all the time, being kind of miserable. And like, so this machine, I've recapped it and fresh OS install, make sure everything's like really solid, and yeah, it crashes all the time. This is kind of how it was, right? All right, so here we are, I guess, about this Mac. Let's take a look. We got dual 2 GHz PowerPC G5. 3 gigs of RAM, look out. Are there any more software updates? Checking for new software. And we hear the fans kicking up, making the G5 work hard. This is exciting. All right, yeah, we can do all sorts of things. We can browse the web. We can. I think all the certs are too old to be able to use the internal mail client for anything. Got some iTunes. Oh my gosh, there are so many more. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll just keep we'll just keep doing this until all the updates are installed. Because why not? It's kind of funny. Again, that's like the same thing with like an older Windows install, right? Like I'm gonna install some updates. Great. I'll have updates for the updates. Okay, do those too. I got some more updates. Yeah, just keep doing it. There's like yeah. Anyway, well, that's going. Let's see if we can do a thing. Well, I guess networking is generally working. Yeah, I bet you can't open that page. What if we go to an HTTPS page? All right, there we go. The TNG episode picker works in Safari. This is exciting. This is awesome. Oh, because the screen is so small, though. We're kind of like, whoop. Can you size to the... All right, Safari. What are you doing here? It doesn't matter. All right, fine. Yep, there we go. It's working. At least the web browser's working. Yep. All the characters named Picard. All right, Maurice Picard. Only in that episode. Anyway, okay, so that's fun. That works. What else do we want to do here? Spotlight. Yeah. one of the most important things for me, I can't get it out here. Yeah, I wanna pull, oh, I can't pull that into the bar from here? Man, that's rough. Alright, I guess we'll do it. We'll do it the normal way, fine. Let's see, that's in applications and utilities. Where is my terminal? I cannot live without my terminal. It's just impossible for me. Woof. Let's see. Okay, we got basic networking stuff is working. That's great. And we're gonna. This probably won't let me SSH because there's going to be no common ciphers between this and anything normal. All right, well, we'll restart again now. We'll see if anything... Oh, I guess the other thing we need to do is we need to start installing software, right? And that's going to be... Well, we'll see. This should be able to connect to my Samba share where I have a bunch of stuff. If not, I guess we'll find out. I don't know why it wouldn't. The PowerBook G4 connects to the Samba share. Why wouldn't this? I guess we'll find out. The G4 is kind of a tragic story. So, like, I got this thing right at the end, as they were making the switch to the Intel architecture. I got this thing, like, super sale, closeout sale. Like, yeah, I got a G4. This is cool. And you know, Apple very quickly abandoned the PowerPC architecture. But you know, it was fine. Then 10.5 came out, and I installed 10.5, and that was a big mistake on the G4. The thing was just so power hungry and so slow, and I was like, eh. Anyway, I rebuilt the machine a couple years ago, and I did a 10.4 install. I'm like, that's right, this is a fun machine. And then spent a really long time playing Unreal Tournament a couple years ago, and I don't know, it stopped. There's something up with the video where anytime like the video subsystem starts to do something, it either restarts or just crashes. So my poor G4 PowerBook. All right. Should we see if there's any more software updates? Okay, checking for new software. Also, okay, so we should also be able to, from the Finder, let's see, Samba server here. Yes, I would like to connect and authenticate, please. Look at this, it even kind of knows who I am. That's fun. But it doesn't do the authentication. I think I've run into this before, and I think I need to like downgrade something on the Samba server. But that doesn't make sense because the Windows 98 machine connects to this share without a problem, so it makes no sense that this one is not. Yeah, it's just not doing the thing. Hey, look, there's more Java updates. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Mac can probably also do a native NFS mount, which I could probably try and figure out. Can I do that right through the Finder? I don't know. What, can we do NFS? This is so silly. Because the name of the password is not correct. Well, I mean, yeah, because you didn't prompt me or anything. Yeah. I guess I should probably set up the AFP. I forget what it's called. The Apple. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Hiya. Wow, this is serious. Oh my gosh, that is such a big flaw. You need to restart your computer again. Okay, so without the ability to, you know, connect to the network share to install stuff, that might be a little. That might be a little hard to, you know, yeah, do the things. That's okay. I'm gonna do this. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I know how to do this. When this comes up again, we'll We'll figure it out. We're gonna be flexible on the fly. We're gonna make this work. It's just a matter of yeah, making it work. We'll get there. Slowly but surely. Is this Java update, man? It's taking a long time. Okay. It's gonna make me log in. No, this is still the error of like, oh, this is your computer. Why would you need to log into it? It's in your home. It doesn't matter, right? All right. Oops. All right, we're gonna skip that for a minute. We're gonna go here. I need to change this because these I can't do the oh god. I need to change the colors on the terminal. I can't do this. Window settings. Shell. No, that's fine. Oh my gosh, how do I change my colors on the terminal? This is terrible. Edit. Edit. It's not font. It's not the I thought it was in preferences, but there's no like advanced preferences here, and I know there's a way to change window settings maybe. No. Color? Here we go. Okay. I want basically a green on black setup. Here we go. Ah. Whew. I can see again. Okay, so what I do know will work is we can telnet over, because I've got telnet set up on my on this network, so I can get to there from all the retro machines. Okay, so we've got a thing on the machine. So let's let me see, applications. Mac OS. What the heck? I don't remember what I've called everything. See all these like retro applications I have on here. Probably shouldn't be live streaming this either. Doesn't matter. Someone's gonna come after me for having like a copy of something from 1982. Like, oh my gosh, how could you have this? I'll edit this out. It's okay. PowerPC. Maybe I don't have anything useful here. I don't know. Well, okay. It doesn't matter. Basically, at this point, we are installed. Everything's working, it seems. I'm going to do some more work to this thing. Try and get the better video card installed, get some software installed, and then, I don't know, we'll use it for things, because that's what I do. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this lazy Sunday morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are, I suppose. Yeah. We installed. Wait, I love this. There's yet another Java install. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I said, a lot of this will probably appear in a much more cut down produced video. Cause yeah, this was it exciting? I don't know. How long we've been doing this here? Maybe an hour or so. Oh, not quite an hour. Actually, that's pretty good. Actually, under 50 minutes to go from like nothing to install to a working machine where we're doing was our third Java update now. It's good. It's good. Yep. Okay, it's checking again. It didn't tell me I have to. Look at this. I love this. Okay, we've got another Java update to do. I'm just gonna keep doing Java updates. I don't know if I'll ever use Java on this machine, but we're just gonna keep doing the updates because it's funny. The other thing I need to, the other thing I always like doing is, this was always, okay, the dock. I'm going to change my dock preferences because I can't do this. Okay, so we're going to automatically hide and show the dock. We're going to use a smaller dock size, but we're also going to do some magnification of the dock. This is what I like. Nope, more. Dock size small. kind of. I thought this was like the coolest UI feature when you can like do this on the Mac. Woo! I always love that. Okay, cool. All right, good. Well, now that my dock is where it needs to be. Oh, look, now there's release 8. I wonder why if there isn't like a roll-up update for all the Java on here. Well, that was a very small one. Okay, let's keep looking for new Java. I wonder how many updates there are. Or is this something I can do for the next day and a half to get me up to like, release 27? Oh my gosh. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Release 9. Yeah, we're gonna... This is really not terribly exciting for the... Is this more or less exciting than watching it verify the CD for 20 minutes? I don't know. I'm kind of invested, though. Exactly how many Java versions are there? I don't know. I just don't know. Come on. Give me another one. We should have a betting pool on this. See how many releases of Java for OS 10.4 there are. Yeah. I think that's it. Okay, we got there. What do you know? All right, well, this has been fun. I think for the rest of it, I won't hold you all captive, and I need to figure out how I want to get applications over to this thing. Whether, I kind of know how. Hold on a second. Maybe we'll do this. I gotta pull up a terminal here on the main computer so I can move some stuff around. This is gonna take me a second. What are we at? Okay, I've got the update combo, which we've just installed from Apple, which is somewhat astounding. Ooh, there we go. Oh, here's the one we want. We want some Apple Works. There we go. I'm gonna do this. Hold on a second. We're gonna put that over in. Okay. Here, and we can use our Safari web browser again to go grab a thing. Not flies. Oh my gosh. AppleWorks is what we want. Yes, I would like to download AppleWorks, please. Let's download some software. What else is in here? Oh, I've got other bits of software like NetBeans for PHP, because like PHP dev in my day job. Oh, Mac Fuse, that's a good one. So you can do, it's a Fuse file system driver for OS 10, so you can do like SSHFS mounts. That's actually super useful. Although not if there's no common ciphers anymore for SSH. That's actually gonna be kind of a bummer. It contains an application. Well, yeah, no kidding. Automatically mounts it. Oh, fun. And then we'll do, let me see. Get out of the way. The International English Installer. US and Canadian installer. A lot of places get really hung up on like, oh, Apple Works for, oh, wow. Oh, that's the other thing I'm going to do on this. I'm going to install the OS 9 subsystem so I can run like classic Mac apps. There's not easy install. We always got to do a custom install. Okay, well we obviously want. This is old. This is a real old school Apple installer. Like this is the kind of stuff they were doing since like System 7. What are the assistants? I don't know. Gosh. Assistant files, which lead you step by step through tasks, such as creating a calendar, an envelope, and making mailing labels. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Clip art, yes, you always get the clip art. AppleWorks help, mailing labels, palette files. What? AppleWorks scripts? To mount your iDisk on the desktop. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. Sure, we'll take templates. File translators. Installs for AppleWorks. Yeah, okay, yeah. File translators are always useful. Okay, and then what else do we have here? Writing tools. The equation editor, spelling, French hyphenation. Okay. I'm guessing that's going to be for like spreadsheet. Installs the equation editor into the essential. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know what the hell that means, but sure. And we don't want all the spelling. Okay, great. Install. Let's go. Wow, that's really fast. Really quick. Love it. We're doing it. We're going fast. Installation was successful. Yep. Great. Continue. Oh, it's... Hey, VFig is in the chat. Hello. It's been a while. Yes, this is a fresh install of Tiger on a Dual PowerMac G5. Here, I'll pull up the About This Mac here again so you can see. See? Look at that. Isn't that nice? More info. I don't know if this is... this says things. It gives you all the things about the machine model. It's an early release. It's an original 2003 release. G5. Pretty cool. I like it. So far. I haven't done much with it, but I like it. Okay, so now I've installed this. Here, we can get rid of this now. Go away. And I need a new Finder window to go to my applications to find, hopefully, AppleWorks. Here we go. And you know, I'm gonna take the AppleWorks thing. I'm gonna drop it down on the toolbar. Sorry, the dock, because it's like. Here we go. AppleWorks 6. Word processing. Hello, I am writing a document. Isn't this cool? Great. No, we're not going to save it, but it works. One of the interesting things that I noticed, this was when I was messing with the G4, is that AppleWorks 6 versus like Microsoft Office for this era, like Office was definitely the better product. Like it looked, the text was super crisp with Office, and just like it was kind of, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try and live totally in like the Apple ecosystem, and I was just like, wow, this is not great. Yeah, but it's fine. I actually have the proper CD install for Office, Microsoft Office for this thing. I gotta find it somewhere. It's weird, I don't know where it is. I'm just trying to look to see if there's anything else we could install on here that would be helpful. Did we get Xcode on here? I guess we didn't. Oh, I'll do that later. Yeah, okay. What I got nothing else to put on here right now, because I can't find any of my applications on the network, which is kind of funny. Let's see. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. No, over here. There's nothing here. Huh. Well. Sorry, I'm just looking for a couple other things that might be interesting to like put on here, but I'm not. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Office 2003 for Mac. Is that, Office for Mac? Well, I hope this is for PowerPC. We'll find out. We're gonna install Office. You see, this is me being an Office software nerd. You can't see what I'm doing here on the terminal. This is just like a blank screen for you. But anyway, localhost files. We'll copy that there. Which is, whatever. Wasn't AppleWorks a buyout and rebrand of ClarisWorks? Yeah, so even the entire ClarisWorks thing is interesting, right? Because back in the Apple II days, there was AppleWorks for the Apple II, and it was a really good integrated Office suite, in the early 80s. And Apple ended up spinning ClarisWorks out to do software, so that was going to be like the software development house for Apple internal software. Fine. But then at some point, I guess, I don't exactly remember or understand what happened, but yeah, essentially then they ended up bringing ClarisWorks back in-house after some number of, I don't know, some number of years. And yeah, at this point, this is like, I think, like one of the final AppleWorks releases, and it's unfortunate that the software just languished for so long, because like ClarisWorks, like the earlier versions, like on the 2 CI over here on System 7, was like a really good Office suite. And like I actually have like Microsoft Word and stuff for System 7, and it's not great. It's just like, okay, but it's not good. Whereas like ClarisWorks was really, really good. And then by the time you got into this era, ClarisWorks, AppleWorks, was just kind of like the craptastic Office suite, and Microsoft Office was, you just couldn't beat it. Okay, here we go. I just want to do this. I don't want the Office system. Yeah, look at this. But I want to install it all. Hold on. This is just okay. Drag this to your hard disk. So funny that like Microsoft is like, oh, just the different installers, right? Some people like installer scripts, and some people just like dragging folders around. It's funny. Anyway. There you go. I knew I had this sitting around somewhere, this image. Like I said, I definitely have this disk around somewhere. I have to dig it out, though. And like, here we go, Microsoft Word. Oh, yes, of course I agree. Yes. Oh my gosh. This review. I don't really want to do this, but okay. Fine. I'm not adding anything else. Go. Yep. Great. We're installing. And, oh, this is funny because, like, why wasn't this part of, like, an installer script? Why is this like, oh, on first run, let's do an install? Okay. Sure. Guess we can do that. So weird. Software installers are weird. And inconsistent. I guess that's the other thing, right? They're just inconsistent over time. Uh-oh. I've lost the streaming window. I don't know where it is. I just give me a Word document. Okay. Look, Ma. Another word processor. You raised a giant nerd. I know Mom's not watching, but I'm sure she would agree with this statement. Anyway. Okay. I'm actually gonna end now. I think. we could well, especially like without audio coming out of this thing. I think the next couple things I want to do are not going to be terribly useful without audio coming out of the box. Like, oh, I'm going to install Unreal Tournament. That's going to be great. And it's just going to be a visual. You're not going to see it. It'll be kind of annoying, maybe. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure what else I'm putting on here right now. But anyway, okay. Well, we've been doing this for an hour, so I'm gonna sign off here and oh wait, that we got software installers are cursed at the intersection of weird platform requirements, weird power user demands, and weird management promotion demands. Yes, that is for sure an accurate statement. I love it. Yes, that is true. Cursed software installers. You should see. I guess one time I did a stream of like software on the VAX, and those are interesting as well. Cause anyway, all right, everyone. Thank you. I will talk to you all later. I hope. I got like a big cache of games I've been collecting that I want to get into. I got some like really early Star Trek stuff for the PC. I got something yesterday that was really interesting called. I'm just gonna plug for next time. Called The Longest Journey, an adventure PC game, and it's PC Gamer says it's the adventure game of the year, and inside, April Ryan, that's the name of the main character in this. April Ryan leaves Lara Croft in the dust. Adrian Brown, GamePen.com, best PC adventure game of 2000. So, anyway. Oh, jeez, that broke. Okay, well, anyway, thanks, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, is it? Longest Journey's good? Okay. Well, we'll find out.